What is the one definite thing that you can learn from celebrities? Hey guys, welcome back to 5nothing100nothing.com. I am Fugget, the fittest underdog guru using intelligent tactics. Talks. That's right. I just wanted to roll my R. Can't think of an R word now. That's what happens. I got stumped. All right, guys, it is rainy, cold, sleet, and snow, but the show must go on. All right, guys, celebrities, right? We see them stand up at red carpet events and have their political views, their social views. They like to teach you, right? And there's been a backlash against celebrities trying to teach us any life lessons, and people get a little bit hot about it. Celebrities will get on their soapbox and start telling you who you should vote for, what you should do with your life, etc. And a lot of us that are, insignificant as far as Hollywood is concerned, or, we're not big players, so to speak. You get a little bit of a backlash against them, right? And, we all have our favorite celebs, despite their political views or what they do. And the one thing, though, that I believe we can all learn from watching celebrities is their level of confidence and how they display a sense of self-awareness and ownership of their thoughts, of their actions, their morals, their whatever, right? They own who they are, shortcomings and all. You see parodies on them, you see, they're all very unique in their own way, at least there's the unique ones, the A-list celebrities that are just very, easy to identify. They have their film roles, they kind of get typecast sometimes, and they play a similar role in a lot of movies. And then some that are exceptionally talented have a lot of range with their characters, and they can do a lot of different things. But one thing that I believe is the takeaway trait for people in their everyday lives is watch these celebrities and watch their level of confidence, their awareness of themselves. They own who they are. They say what they believe with confidence, even if it's not popular opinion, or whether or not they know anyone's going to agree with them, then they stand by it generally. And I think what it comes down to is their confidence, whether it's because everyone around them tells them how great they are, and they have a lot of yes men around them, or if they're just that convinced that they know what they're talking about, who they are, etc. And you can do that too, on a smaller scale, whether it is in your everyday interactions at work, in your family life, your friends, just out in public, is if you carry yourself like you're important, you carry yourself with some authority. They talk about, walking like the alpha male and having confidence, not reacting when somebody, acts a little bit out of turn or is a little bit dismissive or whatnot. You can be slow to react to that and just take it in and then form an opinion or an action or whatnot. A lot of times it's best not to react initially to what is going on around you. But, whatever you think about celebrities, and, despite people kind of dismissing them, a lot of people pay attention to them as well. Once they've had a little TV time or some success with a film or music, a lot of people start watching them. They start watching what they eat, drink, wear, their thoughts on everything. And, especially the youth, you grow up and these people are, in a lot of ways, your role models. And if you're a parent, I can tell you firsthand, my son, idolizes the gamer Ninja. Who is Ninja? Ninja's just some kid that liked to game and has a unique look to him, and he's very marketable. and he is making a lot of money and has a heck of a following with that young audience. It's very impressionable. And it's really interesting because you think about your childhood heroes, who influenced you. If you think about when you're able to let loose, like if you grew up in the 60s or something, right? And I did not. Just for the record, I did not grow up in the 60s. I wasn't even born in the 60s. But just as an example, maybe a bad one, got to look at my analytics and see who the heck's watching this. But let's say you grew up and you were a kid when the Rolling Stones were big, and they influenced you. You listened to all their records and went to their concerts and everything. All of a sudden, they start doing a tour, 50 plus years later, and it's and it takes you back to being a kid when things were simpler, right? It was a simple time, they say. And, even though you've grown and you're your own person at this point, or you found yourself and maybe you aren't who you were when you were a kid. Hopefully you're not. Hopefully you've grown and matured and learned some things. But it takes you back to that time. And so even if we're young or a little bit older, celebrities do influence. And, you've got to take the good and extract the bad. Just like Bruce Lee, absorb what's useful, reject what's useless. And there is, in every person on earth, there is something you can learn from each one of them. It's easy to stereotype and pigeonhole somebody based on either your upbringing, your age, your beliefs. You can easily just, dismiss them. And I think that you can learn something from every person, whether it's the bag boy at the grocery store, the person next to you in the gym, a coworker who annoys you. Even your kids will sometimes stump you with some of their thoughts. And it's very interesting. So, yeah. So guys, get in a good place. Start to look and see the light, see the good things, because you can even learn from, if somebody is an awful person, you can learn from their shortcomings. It's like a blueprint of what not to do. Like when my son brings up like rappers or social influencers that are a little bit out there, or they go off the rails and do something stupid, I don't just like turn it off and they can't ever watch them again. I say, okay, what can we learn from that mistake? Why is it a bad idea to do what they did? And learn from it. It's a teachable moment. Talk to your kids about things in your life that, lessons you learned when it's age appropriate. And, go from there. But even celebrities, I believe that's the one take home, is look at their confidence, their self-awareness, how they approach things. You can apply it and be a mini superstar in your life too. Like, share, subscribe. Hope you guys are well. The windows are getting foggy. I guess that's the go home cue. It's time to take it home. All right, guys. Talk to you again soon. Take care.